See the rectangular form or rectangular coordinate system to represent the phasor. So mathematically, any alternating quantity can be divided into two components. So those are x component and y component. So your phasor is nothing but we are representing the alternating quantity in phasor, and that phasor now we are representing in the rectangular form. So let's see. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. I have a phasor. The magnitude of this phasor is Im. The length of the phasor is represented as Im. Now this phasor, this is the alternating quantity actually, Im, the maximum value of the alternating current. So this phasor I want to represent in the rectangular form. I already told you any alternating quantity, mathematically we can represent that or we can divide that into two components. Those are x component and y component. So this part up to here, this is the x component, that is Im cos phi, and this straight line, this one is Im sin phi. This is y component. So here x component is Im cos phi and y component is Im sin phi. If you observe these two components, they are sorry, I didn't share this. I forgot. Is it visible now? So here x component is Im cos phi and y component is Im sin phi. If you look at this, these two x component and y components, they are at an angle of 90 degrees. So the total alternating quantity Im can be represented as in rectangular form. So the representation in the rectangular form is plus or minus x plus or minus jy. Here x is the x component and y is the y component of the alternating quantity. So that means you can represent like this, plus or minus Im cos phi plus or minus j Im sin phi. This is the representation of a rectangular form. Now here what is meant by this j? Here j operator is used to represent these two quantities, x component and y component. Those two are in perpendicular with each other. So the phasor representation, the phase angle between these two is 90 degrees. That will be indicated by this j. But the mathematical value of the j is under root minus 1. So mathematically a value of j is under root minus 1. But in the phasor representation, the j is equal to 1 at an angle 90. So for this 90 degrees we are using this j indicates that x and y components are at an angle of 90 degrees or those two are perpendicular with each other. So this is in the phasor representation. But mathematical value is under root minus 1. So this is the representation in the rectangular form. Now let us see one example of this. The importance of J operator is very important in the exams. J operator or J is used to represent the x and y components are perpendicular with each other. Remember this point. So I have the equation I is equal to 20 sine omega t plus pi by 6. So this is the alternating quantity equation given. So we have to represent in rectangular coordinate system. Just represent this in the rectangular form. So we know that how to represent this equation in the rectangular form. So the representation in rectangular form is plus or minus x plus or minus j y. This is the representation of a rectangular form. So first we have to find out this x component and y component. X component is Im cos phi, formula for x component, and y component is Im sin phi. So from the given equation we can write Im value and phi value. So compare this equation with the standard equation, that is Im sin omega t plus or minus phi. Compare this with this equation. So Im is equal to 20 and phi value is pi by 6. It is 30 degrees. Now find out Im cos phi. 20 cos 30 degrees. Im sin phi. 20 sin 30 degrees. What is the value of cos 30? 1 by cos 30 root 3 by 2. So then it is 10 root 3. 20 sin 30 means sin 30 value 1 by 2. So it is 10. So now your rectangular representation. That is, the answer is x component we got 10 root 3 and y component we got plus 10. So plus j 10. So this is the rectangular form representation for the given equation. So we can't perform the arithmetic operations like addition and subtraction on this equation. But by using this, we can perform addition and subtraction. So that's why we are converting the given alternating quantity into the polar form and rectangular form. And remember one more point. So make a note. Whenever you are doing addition and subtraction, rectangular form will be used. If you are performing any addition and subtraction on the alternating quantities, the rectangular form can be used for addition and subtraction. Then what about multiplication and division? Polar form can be used for multiplication and division. On rectangular form you cannot perform multiplication and division, and on polar form you cannot perform addition and subtraction. So polar form can always be used for multiplication and division. Rectangular form will always be used for addition and subtraction. This is very, very important. Remember this. While doing the problems, this will be useful. Whenever multiplication is there between the two alternating quantities, that is I1 into I2, then polar form you have to use. First convert those quantities into the polar form, then you have to multiply. Suppose there is an addition, I1 plus I2. Two alternating currents are there and we have to add it. Then what we have to do? First we have to convert those into rectangular form. Then we have to add. So directly we can't add those quantities. We have to represent this in the mathematical forms. Then only we can perform those operations. Now let us see conversion, polar to rectangular conversion. I have a polar form but I need it in the rectangular form. So then how to convert that polar to rectangular form? So polar form representation, we know that that is r at an angle phi. Polar form is r at an angle phi, plus or minus phi. So polar to rectangular means rectangular form is x plus or minus jy. So you need an x component and y component. So whatever the given polar form equation, so from this you have to find out the x and y in terms of this r and phi. Polar form is this is the r, phasor, and this is phi. We require x component and y component for the rectangular. Then what we do? Find out the x component and y component. This is x component and this is y component. If it is a right angle triangle, what is the formula for cos phi? How can you find cos phi? What is the formula for cos phi? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? So x component is adjacent side, x by hypotenuse is r, so x by r. Then x component x is equal to, cross multiply these two, r cos phi. So we got x component in terms of r and phi. Next y component, how can we get y component in the same way? From the right angle triangle, write the equation for sin phi. Sin phi is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is y component. So let us assume this is x and this is y. Y by hypotenuse r. So from this y component y is equal to r sin phi. Now we got the rectangular form equation. X component is r cos phi and y component is r sin phi. Then you can represent x plus r minus jy. R cos phi plus or minus j sin phi. So the given form is the polar form. Now we converted that polar form into this rectangular form. So let's do one problem, then you can understand easily. I am giving a voltage equation. V is equal to 100 sine 100 pi t plus pi by 6. This is the voltage equation. Write the polar form. For this and convert into rectangle. That means first you have to write polar form equation for the given voltage equation. Then you have to convert into rectangular form. Polar form means r at an angle phi. The representation for polar form. R value is nothing but RMS value. RMS value of an alternating quantity. What is the equation? Formula for RMS value? Yes, maximum value by root 2. So what is the maximum value? Vm. So compare this equation with the standard equation. Vm sin omega t plus or minus phi. So Vm value is 100 and phi value is pi by 6. Now we can find out the polar form. So R is equal to maximum value by root 2, 100 by root 2. So therefore polar form is R at an angle phi, 100 by root 2 at an angle pi by 6 means 30 degrees. So this is the polar form. Now we have to convert this into rectangular form. So while converting from polar to rectangular, what is the formula? R cos phi plus R minus J sin phi. See, from the given equation, you can write the rectangular form also by directly from the equation. But it is clearly mentioned in the problem, you have to first write the polar form and you have to convert into rectangular form. So from the polar form, R value is 100 by root 2, cos phi value is 30 degrees, plus J R J sin. 100 by root 2, sin phi value again sin 30 degrees. Here y component is R sin phi. So just written sin phi J R sin phi. Now this is the rectangular form equation. So we converted the given polar form into a rectangular form. Now let us see from rectangular form into the polar form conversion. Converting rectangular to polar. Suppose rectangular form is given, then you have to convert into polar form. So rectangular form is x plus r minus jy. This is the rectangular form. Polar form, we have to convert into polar form. That means r at an angle phi. We require r and phi. So rectangular form, how can we represent x component and y component? This is x component and this is y component. And what about this then? By using these two, we can find out this hypotenuse, right? That is under root x square plus y square. From the right angle triangle only I am writing. This is phi, this is x component and this is y component. Then hypotenuse. So let us assume this is r. R is equal to under root x square plus y square. If you know this x component and y component, then you can find out the r. And what about phi? How can we find out phi value? We know these two, x and y. So write the equation for tan phi. Tan phi is equal to y by x from the right angle triangle. So from this phi is equal to tan inverse y by x. We are finding r value and phi value in terms of x and y. Why? Because we know the values of x and y in this rectangular to polar conversion. So to find out r, what is the formula we have to use? Under root x square plus y square. And to find out phi value, we have to use tan inverse y by x. Then polar form representation. This is rectangular representation. Polar form is equal to r at an angle phi. Here r is under root x square plus y square at an angle. Phi value is tan inverse y by x. Now this is the polar form representation. Are you following or not? So now I will give you one polar form, one rectangular form, convert into polar form. Find the RMS value and phase of the current for I is equal to 25 plus J 40 amperes. This is the equation given. You have to find out the RMS value and phase. Which representation it is? 25 plus J 40 means polar form or rectangular form? Rectangular form. So given form is rectangular form. You have to find out the RMS value and phase. RMS value and phase means it is a polar form. So find out the RMS value and phase. How can you find the RMS value from the rectangular form? Under root x square plus y square. Normally the RMS value of an alternating quantity is maximum value by root 2, but we don't know the maximum value here. The given equation is a rectangular form. So we have to convert that rectangular form into the polar form. So R is equal to under root x square plus y square. Then what is the value of x and y? This equation is in the form of x plus jy. 25 and 40. So therefore R is equal to under root 25 square plus 40 square. You will get the R value. And next phase. Phase means phi. Tan inverse y by x. Y value is 40 by 25. So you will get the value of phi. Do you have calculators, everyone? $47.16. Right. $57.9. If you have a calculator, scientific calculators, all of you please open it. I will tell you how to convert the given polar into rectangular, rectangular to polar using the calculator. If anybody don't have calculators, you can download the scientific calculator. Cals ES అని ఉంటుంది ప్లే స్టోర్లో, అది డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. That will be same as your scientific calculator. If you don't have calculators right now, so from the next class onwards, please try to download it. Then it can be easy to you to solve the problems. And who have the calcs? See the calculator. Plus and minus signs are there in your calculator. On the top of plus sign, POL. Is it visible? POL is nothing but polar. Minus. On the top of minus sign, REC. REC is nothing but rectangular. Suppose if I want to convert this rectangular form into the polar. In this problem, we are converting rectangular to polar. Then press shift polar. We require the polar form, so you have to press shift pole. Pole means plus sign. Shift plus sign. Enter shift plus. Then it will be displayed as POL braces x comma y. So enter those x and y values. X value is 25 and y value is 40. Then you will get the polar form. 47.16 at an angle 57.99. Have you got the answer? XY రాకపోయినా మీకు బ్రేసెస్ ఓపెన్ అవుతున్నాయి కదా, then enter these values 25 comma 40. 25 comma 40. Enter these values. Then you will get the polar value 47.169 at an angle 57.99. This value will be appear. Yes, this value is R and this value is phi. Everyone got this? How to convert rectangular to polar? మీరు దేనిలోకి కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటే షిఫ్ట్ అది ప్రెస్ చేయాలి. పోలార్ కాబట్టి షిఫ్ట్ పోలార్ ప్రెస్ చేసాం. సపోజ్ పోలార్ టు రెక్టాంగులర్, we have this polar 47.16 at an angle 57.9. This is polar form. Now convert this polar into rectangle using the same. We need rectangle now. Then what you have to press? Shift minus. Then it will open rectangular braces. Yes, 24.99 means 25. Yes, what? Do you understand how to convert? Remember this. This will be useful in the problems. Now I am moving to the next topic.